Oh my god, hi. Happy Halloween. I hope everybody's good. I have a guest today. Garby's going to be doing the stream with me. Yay.
Hi.
I'm so excited not to be up here by myself. I hate it. It's nice to have somebody up here with you sometimes. So
I
we're going to
know.
hang.
Sorry. No, no,
Oh,
go.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm already stepping over your toes.
Oh my
I
god.
wasn't actually sure I was up here for the whole thing. I thought I was like gonna mod, maybe pop up, and then I saw the title. I'm like, oh no, I'm here for the whole thing. That's
You can
fine.
drop off anytime
No,
you
no,
want or
no.
need
It's
to.
fine.
I
I got nothing else to do today. We're
I
good.
mean,
I want to watch spooky
same.
stuff.
I am 47 years old. And I went out and partied in my younger days. I'm good staying home. I don't care to go out. I had my glory days. Hello, everybody. Oleander Rainbow, Taylor Noir, that Amber chick. How you doing? Ballpark Franks, Akasha, Astro, Chef Maiku, Gata. She's hiding from trick or treaters. Why are they out so late? Because they know you're there, Gata, and they're like, we know this bitch has candy. I have my Switch in here with me because I don't know how late we're gonna go, and I need to like run around and do stuff on my island. But so I did not know if you because I've always missed Halloween in like years past on my Switch for my Animal Crossing island. Was not aware if you tell them no, you cannot have candy, they basically assault you, and I love it. Oh, you dressed up as a Oleander says, I dressed up as a lady version of Stan from South Park. Yeah, I know I'm too old, but fuck it. I think that my authority. Please tell me you went around bitching about your authority and your pot pie. And mods, I'm not saying fuck shit's gonna kick off, but if fuck shit kicks off, use your wrenches as you see fit. I don't care anymore.
Oop, I don't know.
So yeah, so I picked a couple of things too that we can talk about. One of them, I don't know if a few people have asked me to talk about it. One is like this lady telling the story about. Have you guys heard of Mel's Hole?
No.
Anybody? Bueller?
Mel's
Mel's
Hole?
Hole? Mel's Hole. It's this like
Mel's Hole.
this guy bought this property and he discovered this like large hole and he didn't know how deep it was and he put like 80,000 feet of fishing line. There's this whole thing surrounding it. And so I found this lady telling a story about Mel's Hole. There's been some developments with it, and then I found a video of what is it? So fun fact about me, if I hate anything, it's a motherfucking forest.
Stand of the forest.
Blair Witch, I left the theater in tears because I don't like being in the forest. I I don't want to be in there at night. I don't I don't like the forest. Like in the forest, I don't know where I'm at. The shit freaks me out. I don't like it. And so one of them is 6 most disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. So I thought
Ooh.
that'd be, why not sleep with the lights on tonight?
I love it.
Oh, yeah. So we can watch those. And I like this lady. I like to go through videos, one, and find videos I know that like I won't get struck. Again, History Channel's a no go. Anything from like ABC, Disney is a no go. So I try to find other YouTubers to pull from, and I'm very particular about how the people talk. I there's that one channel, Wendigo. I unsubscribed from him and stopped watching him because he uses whenever in place of when too
Oh, I
much.
hate that.
I
Whenever I was gonna go to the store, oh
Yeah, whenever the puppy was born.
my god, drives me nuts.
I oh bothers me to no end.
When people say go with, do you want to, or do you want to go with? Do you want to come with?
Oh, I do that.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
No, I think I say more now. Like, hey, do you want to go with me? Hey, do you want to go? Do you want to go with?
We just have dumb pet peeves, I guess.
It no, I'm one of those grammar people where I hate when people saying like, "Oh my god, I've came so far. I've come so far. You've come. You've gone, you've went." Like it's not that hard. It's not that difficult. Oh,
Yeah, an ATM machine, PIN number. We've
yes.
talked about this, I think.
Non-bread chai
Oh
tea.
my goodness. Yeah, non non,
No, no,
chai chai.
chai chai. That's what I'm gonna call it now. I got a chai chai because that's how Starbucks has it labeled. It's a chai tea latte, and I'm like,
Redundant.
but it's I'm a my pumpkin chai, and the manager of the Starbucks I go to is obsessed with pumpkin, so he over orders it. So even when it's off the menu, I can still get it for like another 2 or 3 months, and I love him for it. That's my idea of romance.
Oh, you gotta scoop him up, girl.
Ooh. All right. So, do which one do we want to watch first? Because then I figure like we can watch some stuff, talk, and then like we can fuck around and do whatever.
I like holes.
Do we want to the big Mel's hole? Well, that's what
Yeah.
I have pulled up. And anytime you just be like pause. Of course, Foodie's going live. She's probably stoned out of her gorge. Girl, we can always dip in and snipe her. I don't care about sniping her. So this is from a channel called The In Between. Let me subscribe. Mel's Hole, the unbelievable full story. Oh. Is Pam here? Oh my god. Pamela. Oh my god, Pam's back. I'm so excited.
Oh,
Happy Halloween, Pam. Girl, how you doing?
hi Pam. Do we have any moderators? Moderators. Keep your eye on Pam.
We love Pam. Pam is officially our resident troll. As long as Pam doesn't get too spicy, I'm all for Pam. All right. So again, this is the in between. We're gonna learn about Mel's hole. Okay, we ready? Anytime you want me to pause, just say pause.
Two gaping voids that defy all logic, with ice that burns and creatures unknown to science. Are we standing on the edge of an unknown mystery of Earth? Or are they portals to the upside down? Welcome to the in-between. I'm Carol Ann, and this is
Stop.
the
Not the fucking poltergeist. Carol Ann. Carol Ann. Oh my god.
I've never seen the Poltergeist.
The remake
know.
was okay, but as a child of the 80s, the original Poltergeist, you put that on your little list of movies.
I will.
It's
I
the
haven't
little
watched a lot of classics. Not my fault. Again, Jehovah's Witness. I haven't
see
seen The
the
Exorcist. I haven't. Yeah, it's a lot.
I saw The Exorcist when I was 13 and it didn't. My friend who is Catholic scared the shit out of her. Me, I was sitting there laughing. I thought it was funny. But
Yeah, I'm not
I
big on
don't
like religious horror, but
know. Yeah. I liked Nightmare on Elm Street was my favorite.
I like
And
Texas Chainsaw.
mm, hey Dove Kitty,
Oh, hi,
boobies.
Dove Kitty.
Yeah.
This house is clean.
Yeah, that little woman. Oh my god, she has such a fascinating story too. Medusa, Zach, I am so over YouTube just arbitrarily deciding to have my chat be everyone's like handle.
Oh, it's so
So,
frustrating.
oh, I know. And there's nothing you can do for it. All right. So I think it's interesting this woman's name is Carol Ann. All right. So the story of Mel's hole, the big old hole that Mel had, in not the kind that Dusty or Hussy likes. All right. Shout out Dusty.
Incredible story of Mel's Hole. For those of us interested in the strange universe around us, Art Bell is like a patron saint. There are a few in this community who don't at least know who he is. His radio program, Coast to Coast AM, is one of the few places where people with incredible stories can call and know they are among their tribe. So it's no surprise when Art receives a fax in February of 1997 from a man named Mel claiming to have a hole on his property that has no bottom. Interesting topic. So Art reaches out to Mel and has him on the radio show for the first time on March 21st of 1997. And thus begins the legend of Mel's Hole. Now, I'm sure there are a lot of you out there who are just like me, who've heard of Mel's Hole and know that it's this bottomless.
Taylor Noir says, I love the Grindhouse movies, Planet Terror and Death Proof. Which is the one where Rose McGowan had the gun for a leg?
That's the only one I remember. And that's the only part I remember.
Her love interest in that movie, what is it, Freddie Rodriguez?
It's been so long. I don't like... Because those were, what's his face? The foot fetish guy. Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, yeah. Well, so the male lead in that movie, though, Freddie Rodriguez, he was also in 6 Feet Under. Found out my brother calls me one day, and he's like, oh my God, do you remember Freddie? And I was like, do I fucking remember Freddie? He was my first crush. We went to the same elementary school together. He was a few grades ahead of me in the same class as my brother, and I was in love with him. Like, head over heels in love with him. Come to find out, that's the same Freddie that was in that movie. I was like, oh,
damn.
Interesting. Yeah. Freddie Rodriguez was my first IRL crush, you know. I have so many weird stories growing up in Chicago.
Chicago.
No, my windows did not get soaped, although if somebody would like to come clean them, I'll take the offer. I live in Reno. We don't do that stuff here. Like,
what is she talking about? Soapy windows.
For Halloween, they'll put that tells me your age range, Pam. Because that's what my generation did. We'd put soap on your windows or shaving cream or throw eggs. That you're Gen X, aren't you? Aren't you, Pam? We love Pam. I'm gonna make Pam our own emoji.
Do it.
Hole in some guy's backyard with some kind of paranormal properties. But once I started looking into it, well, to say that's the tip of the iceberg is an understatement. So let's start at the beginning. Mel Waters is this guy who lives just outside of Ellensburg, Washington, which is just a hair west of being smack dab in the middle of the state. Oh. He and his wife buy a piece of land on the Monastash Ridge in about 1993. He and his wife then split, but Mel is able to lease the land from his wife as part of their divorce settlement. Mel is retired at this point, so he lives a nice, quiet little life in a trailer there and has another little trailer for his passion project of researching different plants known to have medicinal value that just happen to grow around the hole on his property. Oh. Now, Mel had not always lived in Washington, so he may not have known about the hole on his land at the beginning, but everybody else does. Several citizens of Ellensburg will tell you that they have either heard of it or have actually seen it. It's not a secret at all. And I think it's fair to say that Mel learns pretty fast. According to him, there are about 20 different people, including the former owners of the land.
Would this not be something they wanted to disclose? I don't know how much land they bought, but if people knew about it, it's apparently the hole was unknown. Wouldn't they want to disclose this when they purchased the land? I'd want to know if there was a big hole and my dogs were running around.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah, but... oh, hey, by the way, there's this weird big hole about...
It's endless.
5 clicks. Well, be real careful. I don't know. I just find that weird that they didn't say anything to this about them, especially if it was known about?
I just wonder if
Why
they.
wouldn't why wouldn't
I
they
mean,
tell
we'll
them?
see. I guess if they pull anything up out of there.
Yet there have been some developments with it. There's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of controversy.
Controversy.
Controversy. Oh my god.
No,
Words.
I love this stuff. This kind of thing, like sinkholes, hidden rooms. Oh,
Mm,
those are my
oh,
favorite.
I love when people buy a house and there's like there's this window.
Oh, you roboted.
It takes them like, damn it. I don't know why I'm roboting.
It was real quick. You're good now.
Okay. All right. Oh, gosh darn it. It's Halloween. Maybe the Wi-Fi is
It's
janky.
spooky.
It's spoopy. It's haunted.
Who throw their trash down the hole on a regular basis.
Oh.
TVs, refrigerators, construction equipment, thousands of tires, dead cows. Keep in mind, this thing
the-
is over 9 feet wide. But
Ew.
never once does
That's a big
anyone
hole.
ever hear anything hit the bottom.
Yeah, 9 feet wide. And again, he just kept feeding, like fishing, like getting more fishing wire and like put a weight and feeding the fishing wire down there. And I think he got up to 80,000 feet. I don't know how to convert that because I measure in freedom units.
No,
I joke. I joke.
I wouldn't know like meters or any of that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure someone can look it up and put it in the chat.
And the hole never fills up. And after a few years of this, Mel starts to
Damn.
think, well, how big is this hole? So he decides to run a test and starts to feed some fishing line down into the hole with a weight on the end. 1,500 feet, 3,000 feet, 4,500 feet. No bottom. So Mal decides to call in the big dogs, and he starts buying 20-pound test line in bulk and splicing together spool after spool until he gets to a total of 80,000 feet. That's a hair over 15 miles. No bottom.
What?
And just for
Holy
reference,
shit.
the deepest drilling at the time could only go down about 16,000 feet, and the Marianas Trench is only 36,000 feet. In addition to a weirdly bottomless hole, there are some other quirky things going on with it. If you yell into it, there's no echo. No animal ever wants to go anywhere near it. Some people say that occasionally the hole emits a black beam, like the opposite of a light beam, a beam of pure blackness.
I'd move.
No.
I'd tell the ex-wife, "You're good. I'm outie. I'm gonna go somewhere else. You bitch, you can have the hole." I like Taylor. You can throw a hot dog down that hole. Several. That would freak me out. I remember the very first thing I watched on YouTube. Like, I got my first iPhone back in 2006. Went straight to YouTube, and the very first video I watched on YouTube was the video of was it in Russia? Like, they had drilled really deep somewhere in Russia, and
Oh.
you could like hear the screams from hell coming up. Cause
No, that's fake. That
I
was that was
know.
debunked.
I
I know. I
know.
thought that was great too. I was like, what the hell? Maybe I will be a believer. And then it's like, no, that was from a movie. They just
Yeah,
put that together to
I know.
creep
But at
people out.
2006, fresh, like the first video I ever watched on YouTube, it was
Yeah.
exciting times back then because that was all like we couldn't do that shit before, you know. I just like watching weird shit, and I do like debunking it. Trust me, I don't believe everything I watch. You know what we need to do a stream on, and I will research it. The moon landing. Controversial.
I know. I've been getting some flack for that.
Oh, girl, I'm right there with you. I'm just
We did go to the moon. We did. I'm like, okay.
Okay. No, I need to contact my friend Hammy and even Cochise. Have them come up and give their 2 cents on it.
Like maybe we
Right.
did, but I mean, that's just like a fun. That's like a fun conspiracy theory. It's like, no, we didn't. Nah. People
I
get
just
so
wanna-
upset about it. Like, yes, we did.
Yeah. I want to pick it apart, because I don't know. Like I have my doubts. I don't know. Hey, Aaron Tay, it's good to see you. Drive the Wienermobile into it.
And if that's not odd enough, the weirdest story comes from one of Mel's neighbors. The neighbor is a hunter, and sadly, his hunting dog passes away.
Aw.
So he decides to throw the dog's body down the hole. And he
Why?
swears to Mel that a few days later, he's out hunting again and sees his dog. Same collar, same ID tag. He calls the dog, but the dog doesn't seem to recognize him and continues on his way. In the neighbor's words, he looked like he was out hunting with somebody else. By the end of the radio call, Mel promises to try to get some pictures to Art and says he's planning on trying to add more fishing line and will keep Art posted. Just 3 days later, February 24th, Mel is back on the radio with one hell of an update. Mel tells Art that he went back out to his land to get pictures and such, but is met by an army barricade. He asks the soldiers, "What's going on?"
Stop.
"Plane crash." Mel doesn't see any smoke. "This is my land." It's then that a civilian-clothed man in charge lets Mel know that he's not allowed on his land anymore, and basically tells him, "If you fight me on this, we can make a drug lab up here pretty quickly if we want to." I would say that's a suboptimal option. And just the morning before that second call, Mel gets a call from his realtor letting him know that he has just received a call from someone wanting to buy the property for a very generous amount.
Mm-hmm.
Really? So Mel tells Art that he doesn't really know what he's going to do. Other than an email or two, Art doesn't hear from Mel again for another 3 years, but manages to get him on the air again on April 24th of 2000. And whoa, Nelly, has a lot happened since 1997. Mel tells Art that he decided not to mess around with the authorities and take their offer of $250,000 a month in perpetuity and relocation to Australia. Their restrictions? That he never returned to the U.S. again. But Mel does return. I'm not quite sure what part of never return to the U.S. again Mel doesn't understand, but he starts to miss his family and comes back around December of 1999. One day, he's helping his nephew move. The plan is that the two of them will rent a moving truck in Tacoma.
Well, let's keep in mind, back in 97, right, even into 2000, internet was still, like, a lot of people, they weren't online. It's not like today with text messages and social media apps. You can go on your TikTok, your YouTube, your Facebook, or whatever. There was no way for an individual person to get their story out en masse like there is today. So by making him leave the US was probably an attempt to keep it hush hush, because then he just wasn't in the US, and it's not like it is today. Let's remember the Stone Ages we lived in a quarter of a century ago.
Oh no, we're old.
I know.
Like I don't want to. Like, are there videos of this hole?
I think so. Yeah, we can always mooch around after if we want to look into it more. I love I visited friends outside of Seattle. Like, they lived outside of Seattle. We were in the middle of fucking nowhere. And again, I don't like being in the forest. We were in the middle of the forest. Like, my friend took a picture of her cell phone signal, and it was just a little pink dot surrounded by green. It was real unsettling. I stayed there for 3 or 4 days, and I could not wait to drive my happy ass back home. Middle of nowhere. Can't do it. I hate the woods. I hate the woods.
I hate the woods. I hate the ocean. I hate
everything. No, I just hate the woods. I'd rather be out in the middle of the desert, like where I am. I don't go up to Tahoe a lot because forest.
Would you rather be out in the middle of the woods or in the middle of the ocean?
I mean,
Like on a boat. Not just swimming.
Yeah, I'm like, is my vessel sturdy? Do I have some snacks? Are the waters calm? God, I hate both of those options.
No, I'd rather do woods.
Ah, I
The ocean is
guess
terrifying.
I guess
And that's where
woods,
the aliens are, actually. So.
girl. Yeah, NASA started exploring the ocean, and then some shit happened, and they said, "No, we're good.
Yep.
Yeah, the aliens are here. They've been here." Um, I guess I'll take woods
Yeah.
because I'm gonna do my fat crippled ass is gonna do better trying to huff it on land than out swimming a shark or an orca.
Tacoma, drive it to Olympia, then Mel will return the truck to Tacoma and finally hop a bus to get back to Olympia. While waiting for the bus to leave, there's some kind of altercation. The transit authority wants him to make a statement on the incident. But Mel says no, he doesn't want to miss his bus. The transit authority says, don't worry about that. We'll give you a ride back in our van. It's only about 25 miles between the two cities. So Mel agrees. But he says the last thing he remembers is getting in that van. Next thing he knows, he wakes up on the seedy side of San Francisco, laying in an alley, missing his wallet, keys, belt buckle, 12 days, and his molars. Yeah, they took his teeth. The only thing he gained were tape marks and an IV stick mark on his arm. His nephew helps him get back to Washington, where he finds out that his bank account is drained and his ex-wife is suing him over improvements made to the land by the government, like a road and a septic system that were not part of their original lease agreement. So Mel is wiped out. Now, it may be a bit of a shock, but it's not really all that big of an existential crisis for Mel. The millions of dollars that he had received when he was in Australia was mostly spent on plant research and wombat rescue facilities.
Oh, I love
His
wombats.
passion projects. So there's nothing left. Being a bit of a bohemian hippie, Mel's kind of okay with that. A couple of years go by with no word from Mel until Art surprises his audience on January 29th, 2002 with a call from now fan favorite Mel. Things have evidently been going okay for Mel, but he has even more information on the strangeness in his world. Remember when he was so unceremoniously dumped in San Francisco, and one of the things he was missing was his belt buckle? Well, that particular thing stuck out to him because he had actually made that belt buckle himself. See, one of his hobbies was to make various jewelry items from bits and bobs he found around the property and sell them to local gift shops and markets around town. One day, he comes across a red Chinese lucky money envelope with 10 dimes in it. He takes the dimes and uses them to make a series of 10 belt buckles, keeps one for himself, and sells the others. Fast forward to after Mel returns from Australia. He's walking around town one day and sees a man wearing one of his belt buckles. He stops the guy and says, "Hey, you're wearing one of my buckles." He and the guy get to chatting and looking at the buckle when they notice something interesting about that dime. Looks like any other dime with Roosevelt's profile, except the mint date is 1943. FDR didn't die until April 12th, 1945. And the U.S. does not put pictures of living presidents on legal currency. Plus, the mint mark location is a B, as in Bravo. B is not a mint mark for any coin minted in the U.S., either past or present. So where did the dimes come from?
Oh,
The
shit.
belt buckle owner took the buckle to a coin dealer who plainly said he had no idea what they were looking at, but immediately offered him a pretty good chunk of change for it. The man says, "I gotta think about it." Within a few days, the man receives a visit from the Treasury Department telling him they need to confiscate the dime. So my personal advice is to look at every belt buckle you see at every garage sale or flea market you can find, because there are still 8 more of these dimes out there somewhere. But life goes on, and Mel's not feeling so well. He goes to the doctor, has some testing done, and gets the news. Advanced terminal esophageal cancer and 6 months to live. So a couple of weeks later, when Mel gets an interesting email from a Native American tribe located in northern Nevada.
Oh, wait, what? That's where I live. What? Wait, what? My asshole just slammed shut. Oh, no.
Sorry, he got an email from a tribe?
A native tribe in northern Nevada. Tis where I live.
Okay.
I wonder if it's going to be Paiute, Shoshone, Washeshu, one of those. Let's see. Oh my God, that's where I live.
That is interested in his research on medicinal plants, inviting him to come down, share their research, and take a look at what they have going on. Mel says, Carpe diem. And in early September of 2001, Mel heads down to Nevada. They spend a few days comparing information on the differing species of plants from each location. When the Native Americans say, hey, we know about another endless hole around here. Would you like to see it? Well, yeah. The Indians tell Mel that the hole is actually not located on their reservation, but on public land inhabited by a tribe of Basques. What is a Basque? I had to look it up too. The Basques are a small ethnic group from a small region between.
This is my area. We have a very large Basque population. Basque restaurants are one of my favorites because they serve everything family style and it's so good. Oh, is there a big hole in my area that I don't know about? I know I've got the Lovelock Caves where supposedly the natives, there was like one of those big redhead giants going around killing the natives, and they sealed it into a cave out in Lovelock, Nevada, which is like, is it like 4 hours away from me? The prison is out there. That's where OJ was back in the day. Oh my God, I didn't know this story had local ties to me. Oh shit.
France and Spain, and a number of them immigrated to the U.S. in the 1800s and found a spot in Nevada to raise sheep, which is where they have been ever since. And as far as they know, their hole has been there as long as they have. So, at least as long ago as the 1800s. The current Basques consider the hole and the location to be a spiritual place. The hole, much like Mel's, is 9 feet wide. Mel's hole has a 3-foot high brick retaining wall with a brick lining that goes down about 15 feet. But this hole has a metal collar around it instead of brick, and the metal lining goes down as far as the eye can see. The collar also has notches around the rim, as if something was meant to be lowered.
Bitch, where is it? Because I have a feeling this is down by Minden Gardnerville, and I can drive there in like 45 minutes.
Yeah, I want to see the hole. I don't want to see random pictures of a hole.
I want to go to the hole. If there is a hole, I will find the hole, and I will drive to the hole.
You gotta find it.
Live stream it. Oh my God.
And locked into place. Now, it's possible that the hole in Mel's yard is natural in its origins, maybe a lava tube or something that had the brick retaining wall added to it. But this hole, unlike Mel's, it's not natural whatsoever. It has the same noise-canceling properties as Mel's hole does, like hitting the metal collar with a metal tool makes no sound at all. The collar around the hole also radiates warmth. It's not hot, but it's warm. Also similar to Mel's hole, animals totally steer clear of this hole too. And again, people have stated that they have seen a pitch black beam of light coming from this hole. But unlike Mel, the Basque people have never even thought about conducting any kind of experiments with the hole. Until now. Mel and the Basques decide that their first test is going to be just lowering a bucket of store-bought ice down the hole as far as they can, which ended up being about 1,500 feet. They keep another bucket of the same ice on the surface to use as a control. Once the surface ice is about half melted, they bring up the ice from the pit. Now, you would think that if the hole itself is radiating some heat, that the ice that they had lowered down into the hole would be completely melted, or at the very least, as melted as the surface ice.
So I googled to see like the hole in Nevada, and it's like, oh no, and the Mel's hole is, it's considered a hoax and geologically impossible. Which my my conspiracy brain, see, I don't think people are. It's not the same as AJ's. I just want to fucking clarify that because I'm not a crazy person that's pickled my brain. But of course, like the government, and they're going to be like, oh no, that's not possible. It doesn't exist because cover up. So that makes me inclined to think it does exist.
But
You know,
covering for what?
There's something to do with the hole. It's about the hole. They don't want.
Why
They
would they be
want
covering
people
up this hole?
because there's. I'm not. I don't, there must be something about it they don't want people to know. So of course they're gonna put out there that no, it's a hoax and it's not geologically impossible.
I want to
That's
see videos. I want to see
uh,
videos
we'll
and
look more.
experiments in real time on this fucking hole.
But we're gonna find. Let's learn more about the hole, and then we'll try to find some videos about the hole.
Okay.
But that's not what happens.
A
The ice from the
portal.
hole hasn't melted at all. Even weirder, it isn't cold anymore. Mel picks up a piece and the ice does not melt in his hand. So they decide to try to melt it themselves by putting the bucket over a fire that they had going. Not only did the ice not melt, but it caught fire. The flame was more like the barely blue flame of a barely lit gas stove than the usual orange flame that you would see from a regular fire. Now, let me quickly say something about the Basque people. Apparently, they've been spending too much time with their sheep because Mel says they're a bit on the adventurous side, to put it mildly. So crazy that one of the Basques in the group takes some of the fire ice to put it in his wood-burning stove to keep his cabin warm during the winter. They do more ice experiments and figure out that they only get the fire ice about a third of the time they run the experiment. So they decide to take it up a notch. One of the Basques decides he wants to be lowered into the pit. The rest of the group says, "Are you nuts? Did you not see what happened to the ice?" So instead, being sheep herders, they send down a sheep. The sheep, like every other animal, does not want to go near this hole, but they finally wrangle it into a crate that they can lower down. The sheep is making tons of noise and moving around as it really does not want to be there. But as they get the crate over the center of the hole, the sounds stop. But they can still see it moving around. It's like the sound of the sheep has vanished. They lower the sheep slowly down into the hole. And about halfway down, the line stops moving around from the animal struggling. They continue to lower it as far as the rope will go, which is about 1,500 feet. When it reaches the end of the line, they all feel an odd humming sensation from the metal rim of the hole. After about a half an hour, they bring the crate back up. Nothing is moving inside of it, and the crate itself looks completely undamaged. However, when they open it up, they find a dead sheep. The Basque, being sheep herders, are well versed in dead sheep, and one of them takes the sheep to a nearby table to butcher it and kind of conduct a makeshift autopsy. The sheep looks as though it has been cooked from the inside out, and its abdominal cavity is filled with this weird gel stuff and a giant tumor.
It's not the tumor. I don't. Yeah, I'm like looking through. It's like, oh, drone footage. There's like, I don't think there's actual video footage of this. It's all, oh, the drone footage, and then it's just bits and pieces pieced together like clickbait. So I will try to find some. Maybe I can look on Reddit or somewhere and see what actual footage of this thing is out there. But it's going to take me a minute. Oh,
I'm gonna try to look on Google Maps.
I'll write it down. Mel's find actual footage of Mel's hole. I didn't know this was going to be like a whole dang thing. See, I like to blind react, and sometimes we stumble down rabbit holes or Mel's holes. It's a whole thing.
And the tumor
Radiation, maybe. Ugh.
appears to be pulsating. So the
Ew.
herder cuts it out and sets it on the table. He cuts into the beating mass, and from it emerges something that is beyond everyone's comprehension. What they see staring back at them, Mel can only describe as something that looks like a baby seal, with an
Okay.
umbilical cord still attached to the tumor-like placenta. The seal creature, however,
It's
has
getting
human
silly.
eyes. The creature
I know that they just lost me right there. It's like fucking Alien. I'm like, nah, dude. They just lost me.
Mel's hole.
Oh, Mel's bullshit. Now I'm getting irritated.
detaches itself from its cord and gives a look of compassion and reverence to Mel and the others crowded around it. Mel describes the feeling as having been in the presence of a miracle.
Right, Medusa?
Not everyone feels that way, and one of the Basques says, "Let's kill it," but the majority wins, and instead, they simply continue to stare at it, gobsmacked, as it wiggles its way to the edge of the table. Mel, feeling some kind of connection to this thing, picks it up and puts it on the ground. Now his hands are covered in that ooze, which, interestingly enough, smells like ozone. The creature stays there on the ground, regarding each of the men in turn, studying each person in the group like it was intelligent enough to recognize things about each and every one of them. This miracle audience communion went on for 2 hours, and Mel says that the looks that this creature gave them were the most compassionate he has ever witnessed one creature give another living thing. Mel, once again feeling compelled, moves the creature to the metal collar around the edge of the hole. It gives them all one final look, a nod, and jumps back down into the hole. Everyone in the group is totally physically and emotionally drained from this experience and deeply touched by it all. They think about burying the sheep carcass, but instead decide to return it from where it came from and dump the remains back down in the hole before they leave.
I don't understand why so many grown adults are like, let's just throw shit in the hole. We'll just put it in the hole. And they lost me. They lost me. I know. I think Mel didn't. I think fuck the esophageal cancer in his throat. God damn it! I can't talk tonight. I think he had a brain tumor and he was hallucinating and like seeing all this shit. You know, because they lost me. They lost me at the fucking Ridley Scott Aliens, two of the best movies ever. Like impregnating the sheep, and now I'm irritated.
Yeah. It was fun in theory, but it just got wacky and wild and weird.
And I'll believe some wild shit. I do believe some wild shit. But this, I'm like, AJ'd be over here taking notes.
There's no videos of the hole.
We're connecting the strawberries. We're connecting the holes. Oh my god, I can't with her.
Before Mel leaves for home, he has a sit down with a Basque elder who says he's not surprised by their story at all, and that he felt that the hole was always a spiritual place. He places something into Mel's hand before he goes to sleep and tells them, "It's something that I found near the hole that I think is for you."
It's a turd. No. At this point in the story, I'm convinced. Because you know my favorite saying, you can't polish a turd, but you can roll it in glitter. It's going to be a magical turd that glows from within. That's my guess. Aliens, and the aliens showed themselves as a baby seal because they studied human brains. and found it's a common non-threatening life form to interact with whole obsessed humans and make themselves out Medusa. I've seen you in a few chats, and I have to say, I really enjoy your commentary. You're fucking hysterical. Thank you for being here, and that's a great theory. Oh, they lost you at the government showing up. I mean, the government always shows up. That's why, like, E.T. had to run. Ellen Stranger Things had to run, which that's going to be starting soon. The final season. Oh, God. I love that show.
Just put it away for now. Mel puts it in his pocket without even looking at what it is. And it isn't until sometime later that Mel checks to see what the elder has given him.
It's a turd.
It's a little red envelope
Oh, God.
containing a 1943 Roosevelt dime. After returning home to Nevada, Mel feels better than he has in a long time, so he goes back to his doctor for a checkup. The results? The cancer is completely gone from his body. Mel knows his encounter with that creature from the hole somehow cured him. Maybe because he touched it, maybe because he helped it. He doesn't know how or why, but he's grateful. Now that would be a great end of the story, right? Well, hang on, because that is not the end. Remember the guy who took some of the fire ice home to heat his house? Well, the fire ice does exactly what he had hoped it would and continues to burn for months and entirely heats his little cabin. And if you know anything about northern Nevada, you know it can get pretty cold up there.
Yeah,
and like a lot of people who heat their homes with a wood-burning stove, he always has a cast iron kettle on the top filled with water to help humidify the dry winter air. And after a while, he notices that the steam coming from the kettle is funneling right back down into the stove. He also always feels thirsty and his skin is super dry. But hey, free heat! Until one day, when he comes home to find that the stove has broken through the floor of the cabin and is now sitting on the dirt about 3 feet below. Being the ultimate bachelor, and because it's the only way he has to heat his home, he just patches up the gap in the chimney and leaves it there until a couple of weeks later when he comes home to find his entire cabin is now a pile of sawdust. Anything made of wood is completely dried out and disintegrated. He moves in with his brother, but goes back to the cabin dust about a month later to find the stove is now about 5 feet into the ground. They get in touch with Mel, who tells them, okay, this is now officially above our...
What the fuck is Mel gonna do? Mel don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking on Reddit.
Mel is senile.
Yeah, it's apparently been debunked. The only record of the hole is Mel himself. And no one else is actually...
Not the property, not the government, not the 20 people in town that knew about said hole when Mel bought the property.
I'm looking around.
Oh, all right. I'm going to let this play because I just want this to be done. My attention span is waning and I'm irritated. Help me, Garby.
What? I'm still looking at Reddit.
All right, let me know what
but
you find.
It's all just like, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake.
Poppycosh. It's poppycosh.
Boulder Dash.
Yeah, the cancer being cured, the little, like, magical seal creature.
Yeah.
They lost me. They took a left turn and lost me there. You know, I would have believed more if they said fucking Dorothy and Toto showed up. That I would have believed. I know.
Well, it was fun.
Right. And Mel calls an official that he knows from his time in Australia, who sends in a team of people. Next thing they know, the place is surrounded by several large cranes and a huge truck who, after some serious struggle, get the stove, which is now even deeper in the ground, out of the ground, onto the back of the truck, and carted away, never to be seen again. Sounds to me like it was making a new hole. Mel calls Coast to Coast AM one more time on December 20th, 2002.
Now, I was living in Nevada at this time. I moved here in 1998, right after my 20th birthday. I would have heard some shit about this because, again, this sounds like it, quote unquote, was in my immediate area, the Basque, Northern Nevada, all that stuff, I would have heard about this. Not because it was on the news, but because, like, back then, it's a pretty tight. If you know 5 people here, you know everybody. I would have heard some shit. I ain't never heard a damn thing about this.
He informs Art that after several attempts to take pictures of the dime, they give up. It doesn't seem to show up on film, and it seems to disappear if you look at it from a distance. You can only see it when you're close to it. Same thing goes for the metal collar surrounding the Nevada hole. It can't be seen from a distance either. The Nevada hole is under regular helicopter surveillance, though no one has bothered the Basque and their sheep herding existence. And apparently, the seal creature comes back to visit occasionally. Mel, however, has never been back to either of the 2 holes. The last thing he wants is for people to find out where they are and either confront some very grumpy government agents or some wonderfully peaceful sheep herders. So he plans to just stay away. For a while after Mel's voluntary relocation, TerraServer, a late 90s primitive version of Google Earth, has a big white rectangle placed squarely over the area outside of Ellensburg where Mel's hole would be on Monastash Ridge. And listeners to the radio show even call in to confirm it. Google Earth does not have any redaction happening when you look at the area now. So theoretically, you should be able to zoom in and find it. And we know that NASA never retouches its phone.
What?
I did. When I went on Reddit, and there's pictures of Google Earth of the hole. Like, it looks like a hole in the ground, but it doesn't look impressive.
Yeah.
It happens. It could have been like from a meteorite. Like, it's not.
Yeah, and sometimes things show up weird. I want to look on Google Earth around the Minden Gardnerville area where I suspect this might be at when I get a chance.
Me.
Yeah, we know NASA never touches up never retouches their photos. Never, ever, ever. Never. They don't do that. NASA's evil. That's all I'm saying.
Photos, right? Mel never calls in to Coast again. And as far as I know, is never heard from anywhere again. So I know that some of this sounds way too out there to be true. But why would Mel lie? He never tried to make any money from any of this. Did he need to make himself feel important? Maybe. But many Ellensburg locals are on record as knowing about the hole long before Mel did. But speaking of bottomless holes, that brings us to our like button miracle of the week, sent to us by Jenny Rabbit 4643, who writes, I thought it was just me. Wow! When I hit the like button...
Oh, God, no, we're not doing that. A miracle is not your fucking single socks showing up. No, that's not a miracle, ma'am. Can you stop? Irritated. I'm irritated.
I never heard of it before, so.
Mel's
but yeah,
hole?
I think it's just like a meteorite that crashed into the earth and made a crater, and people blew it up into something that it's not, and just made a big story about it.
Well, and I mean, why does anyone lie about anything? You know,
why do people confess to murders when they didn't do it? Like, it happens.
Yeah. Why do people, claim to be Captain Save-A-Ho, going around out in these streets, saving all the prostitutes?
I don't know.
You
Got
know?
nothing to say about that.
Yeah, I always have scary videos on my channel. Thanks, Russ. I don't like him. Oh, I feel some type of way right now. I'd heard of Mel's Hole. People are like, you should talk about Mel's Hole. And I was like, oh, that'd be, I wanted something for tonight. And because, I was like, oh, maybe do, vampires. And the new Dracula movie came out. And there's so much. When I tell you there is so much to the lore of vampires, that could be like a 10-part series I'm going to have to look into. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Medusa. Ooh, Medusa would be a fun thing to look into,
When I try to mod, it's just like show, hide, and then I always hit show because it's never anything bad, but just doesn't do anything. So I don't know.
Well, probably because you're the one approving it, and then I hit it, and it says another moderator just handled this. I
Oh,
know
okay.
because I have my like Google. I have my filters like way up because I don't often get trolls and fuck shit in my chat, but when I do, it's always on like a fucking 10. So, you know. Well, and looking at things on Google Earth is weird because things I've watched videos of this guy being like, there's this thing on Google Earth and I'm gonna drive out there and see what it is, and people are speculating about all this fantastical shit it could be. And then he's like, yeah, it's an old pile of wood, you know? Like it's literally a pile of like rotted wood. So okay. All right, let's watch our next one.
All right, I'm gonna
This
step away
I'm
for a minute while you load this up.
go pee. Oh my god,
I
we
do
all know
have to
you have to
pee.
pee, girl.
I
We all
must
know.
too.
We all know, mama.
I was trying to be cool about it. All right, I'll be
Just go
back.
pee. Don't hold it. It's bad for your bladder. I'd rather Garby go pee every 45 minutes than get a UTI because that's just not good for you. If there's anything else you want us to cover, like after this, let us know. You know, we can hang out and talk, and you know, just let me know, or like any spoopy fun compilation. I looked up some videos. I wanted to throw the Washoe Club in, but all the videos I found were like an hour long, and I can't use the Ghost Adventures footage. But I did have a couple of, I had one very prominent paranormal experience in the Washoe Club, which I can tell if you want. That is where Ghost Adventures, that was like their big break, and they caught a full body, like the first full body apparition caught on video in this room in the Washoe Club. And the Washoe Club is up in Virginia City, Nevada. And it was, you know, because Virginia City was an old mining town. They found a whole bunch of silver there. And fun fact, the silver that they found there basically financed the rebuilding of San Francisco after the big earthquake in the late 18 whatevers. So all these people came to Virginia City, Nevada. It's one of my favorite places. I was just up there on September 20th. It was great. Um and suddenly you had all of these like millionaires, all of these mining company moguls, and they would go to, it was, I think it was called like the Millionaires Club, but there was a saloon downstairs. It's still there. And so all the big rich heavyweights would go upstairs and they would drink and they would gamble and they would have ladies of the night uh meet, you know, sneak them in the back way. So it was a lot of stuff happened there. And there have been quite a few apparitions caught on film, and I went there for a paranormal magic show one Halloween some years ago. And we're in the back room, and you know, great little magic show, whatever. Magic show ends, and I go to the bathroom. Now, keep in mind, this place was built in like the 1800s. The bathroom's tiny. It's this tiny little room. You walk in, there's maybe a half a foot. There's two quote unquote stalls that don't even have doors. It's just like a big drape you pull closed. So I go in, both stalls are empty. I go in one to go pee, close the drape. Again, I hear, I see, and like I feel somebody come in, and I can see him, you know, because it's just a fucking drape. I can see him. I'm like, oh, they're in period clothing, which is not abnormal for Virginia City, and it was Halloween. And so I go pee, whatever, and I come out to wash my hands, and I go to the sink, and some other lady comes busting in the bathroom, and I turn and look. Bitch, there ain't no one else in the bathroom with me. I heard, felt, and saw someone come in and walked out of the stall 20 minutes later. No one came in. And this lady comes in, and I look at her, and I look at the stall that's like empty, and I look back at her. She grabs me by my shoulders. She goes, "Oh my God, you just had a ghost experience, didn't you?" And I'm like freaking out. This woman's touching me. And I was like, "Yeah, I did." And I walked out of there, and I was like, "Okay, I want to go home now." It was great.
Was that there was like the first episode of Ghost Adventures? I think they went to like the hotel and they went to like a few places. Like there was like a 2 hour long thing of Ghost Adventures. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. I think they went to the Washoe Club, but they went to like an old hotel.
I think it might have been the Stanley Hotel where they filmed The Shining, probably.
No, it was like a middle of nowhere desert thing.
Gold Hill, that is also in Nevada, but that is like where the brick
Okay.
flies up.
Yeah.
That's Gold Hill Hotel. That place
Okay.
is Gold Hill is again an old mining town. That's more southern Nevada, but also in the state of Nevada. Yeah, I would no, I'm good. Don't want to go there. They
I do.
jumped out the fucking windows in the middle of the night because they get locked in
Right.
there. And they were like, "Nope, we're jumping out the window. Gotta go." Because, like, it was that bad.
Oh, that was the best. Man.
uh,
I don't know. I do think they fake a lot of stuff, but
yeah, but I do think some of it's real just because of the experiences like I've had. Listen, I'll take Ghost Adventures over the other ones. The plumber
ghost
dudes, Ghost.
hunters.
90% of the show is that camera angle, right, in the night vision, filming them, of them just standing there with their mouths open.
Did you hear that?
Did
It's
you?
like, no,
And
bitch.
then the one dude that's like, everything. A ghost could have come up and humped him in his Badusi, and he'd be like, "Oh, it wasn't real. It was the door created a vacuum, and that's what happened to my butthole. Wasn't a ghost."
Well, there's like a certain pitch that apparently makes people kind of see and hear things, and that's why more people think ghosts are real. It's not always. I'm not saying ghosts aren't real. I don't fully believe it. I don't think I'll ever fully believe it, but there is like a sound. That chapter did a whole video on it. There's this whole pitch, and it's just like in certain buildings and things, and it can make you. I was
Yeah.
watching this. I was watching this video that he made, and I felt just kind of like anxious for no reason the whole time. And he was like, "Oh, I've been playing that pitch the whole video," and I'm like, "You son of a bitch!" So-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sound is a very, like, certain tones, megahertz, all that. There's a whole thing. Schumann resonance, the megahertz they used to record music at, and that they now record it at. There's a weapon that the U.S. military has that is a sound weapon, and they call it Code Brown because they can aim this sound at you, and it makes you shit your pants.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
Yeah, sound is a
Can't
powerful thing.
can't play that video here, obviously, because it's that chapter.
Copyright. Yeah.
Pause.
Well,
Okay, hold on.
I wish I could. I wish you could. StreamYards like needs to let you be able to give people like temporary permissions for streams, so I could be like, here, you can share stuff. Hey, Mouthy, how you doing?
No, I'm
The
just
South
reading
Park version.
the brown.
No, yeah,
nose.
read through it. This kind of stuff is fascinating to me. Because I think sound waves like that are used against us, dare I say, you know?
Um, oh, just below the range of human hearing, infrasound can cause some strange sensations. Humans can't hear sound below 20 hertz, but some people subconsciously respond to lower frequencies with feelings of fear or dread.
Mm,
So if there's like a
mm.
certain pitch, you can
Yeah.
just respond. Yeah, you can see things, you can hear things, just because your
We,
mind doesn't react well to certain frequencies.
yeah.
Oh, carbon monoxide poisoning is another thing.
Uh huh. Yeah, when
Um,
people have like a cardiac event, the body releases a chemical, and that's why they get this feeling of like dread.
yeah, and electromagnetic fields can fuck you
Hmm.
up. Oh,
Yeah,
what is this? Hold on.
I don't think we're meant to be around all this Wi-Fi, and like I don't sleep with
Yeah,
my phone. If I'm sleeping and you die, I won't know until I wake up. Sorry about it.
electromagnetic fields, like EMF meters, commonly used to identify electrical problems. They're also a staple of ghost hunting. Um, could be a possible explanation of supposed hauntings. He tested this theory in the 1980s by having people wear helmets that delivered weak magnetic stimulation. 80% of his test subjects said they felt an unexplained presence in the room when they wore the helmets.
Hmm. Yeah,
Sleep paralysis. Yeah, I've been there. That sucks. I mean, it's still fun to believe in, though.
and that's what all my spooky weird streams are about. Is I'm always like we're just here to talk and speculate and have fun. Whether it's
Yeah.
aliens, paranormal stuff. I've talked about black-eyed kids. That was like my first spooky stream, I think, was the black-eyed kids. I'd like to revisit that. But I do think there are paranormal, spiritual, there are things in realms and planes of existence that we do not understand, we cannot comprehend, and we do not realize are there.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm always going to be the skeptic.
Yeah.
So it is fun to to think about because like we don't know everything,
Yeah.
you know. But
It's another reason I hate the woods. I think the woods have there's shit in the woods I don't want to know about. I think there's portals in the woods, and someone's out there just walking along wanting to pick berries, and they just walking through a portal, and that's why people disappear. Do you know about the missing
I was
411?
just gonna say, I'm like, do you ever watch
Oh
Missing
my
411?
fucking god!
Where
Talk
there's like
about a mind fuck.
a kid that will just like they turn their back on him for like 2 seconds. He's gone, and he ends up
Yeah,
4 miles away, like
yeah, up a cliff,
500 feet high.
up a sheer cliff, shoved
Like,
into a crack, and it's like ooh, that's it. I've been wanting to do a stream on. I'm making notes. I'm making my AJ notes. Missing 411. Those are the stories because there's a lot with that. He's been doing it for years.
yeah, those are
But yeah, there is
insane.
the one instance. The family they were camping. There's all these family people around. No one outside of the family. The kid went behind the tree. The dad watched him go behind a tree that was like 30, 50 feet away from him, and the kid just disappeared. And they found him, like you said, five some miles away up a sheer cliff in this like cave on the side of the cliff. No cuts on his feet. It was the fucking missing 411. Oh my god. So yeah, let's watch about disturbing camping encounters caught on camera now that I'm sufficiently freaked out.
Yeah.
That I'm glad I have 2 guns in my room. I just
Aw.
I, I got my shooty bang bangs. Oh, okay. Yeah, and if I'm ever doing a spoopy stream like that and you want to come up, feel free cuz I love this shit. I like to speculate, I like to what if. I like to and I'm usually somewhere in the middle. I don't fully believe, I don't fully not believe, you know. And sometimes I
Yeah,
think there's a lot of aspects of things that are true with a lot of bullshit mixed in, you know. All right,
definitely.
let's watch this one. Oh, I'm
Okay.
gonna get freaked out. Be prepared for a lot of yelling because I fucking oh my god, I hate this. I hate this so much. This is equivalent to somebody being like, Raven, you see that big pile of cow dung? Go stick your hands in it. Like that's what I'm doing right now. I hate. It's Halloween. It's. Uh,
You'll be okay.
oh my god, I hate this. I hate it already.
In April 2019, a YouTuber named Jason uploaded a video to his channel, Appy Mountain Trekkers, in which he recorded footage of his solo overnight trip to the mountains. His channel is dedicated to all things outdoors, in which Jason frequently uploads videos of his adventures hiking, camping, and surviving in the woods. In this particular video, his hike up to the mountain is pretty uneventful, and as soon as he arrives at the campsite, Jason begins setting up his tent and shows his viewers how he starts a fire as the sun begins to set. As he waits for the day to end, he tries his luck at spoon carving, and this is when he reports hearing a strange sound coming from the top of one of the mountains, but he writes it off as a bird or some other small animal and continues setting up for the night. At about 9 o'clock, he turns his camera off to go to bed, but less than an hour later, he wakes up to a strange sound that he says he's never heard before in his life. He mentions it sounded like some sort of guttural animal call, but because it came from pretty far away, he couldn't identify what it was.
I'm still rattled. I've never heard anything like that in my life. It sounded like a mix between almost like a pig, some kind of, I hate to even say it, but a pig, an ape, and the calls almost sounded like how the velociraptors communicate with each other on Jurassic Park. I've never heard anything like that in my life.
Still shaken after the rude awakening, he
See, and someone like this man, you can tell he's been out and he knows what he's doing. He knows when he hears the screech of an owl or some animal that would freak us out. And I'd be like, the devil's coming for us, you know, and I start waddling away. He'd be like, no, it's a barn owl. It's a this, it's a that. Like he knows his shit. You know, he's not some city folk out there being a weekend warrior. He knows what he's doing. So for him to be like, I don't know what this is and have it creep him out, I'm unsettled. Ooh.
Skinwalker.
I did a stream on that Skinwalkers and Wendigo, and I had a creek up here because like you're not even like supposed to say the name, and I live in I live in a very it's native territory out here, so people are like, be careful, don't say it, they're gonna come get you, and I'm like, man, can we not?
I got shit to do. Leave me alone.
I know. Just like, and my bed like faces my window, and my worst fear is like looking out a dark window or like my back door when it's dark out there and just seeing like a face, like the eyes and just like that part of the face like in the window. Oh my fuck.
No, like the Muff Man.
I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
tries to go back to bed, but just a few hours later at around 1 a.m., he wakes up again to what he describes as the sound of something or someone circling his tent.
Whatever it is, it's close.
Oh my god.
Whatever it is, it sounded like there was 2 or 3 of them.
Why would you open the fucking tent?
On the other side, my camp. Went around my perimeter.
I bet.
If you look closely at the
I would like everyone to know my asshole is so tightly clenched right now, it's gonna cramp.
I
could
love this
crack
shit.
I could crack a walnut open between my ass cheeks in this moment.
I have fallen
Why?
asleep listening to 411 stories.
Oh God. My
I'm
hands
good.
are sweaty. I'm uncomfortable. I don't know what to do with my hands. Why? He's like, I hear like 2 or 3 of them walking around. Let me open my tent and shine a bright light so they know exactly where I'm at. Why? I hate this so
Why
fucking
not?
much.
You're already there.
I'm having heart palpitations. Seriously, my hands are so sweaty. I hate this so much.
bottom
Happy
left-hand corner
Halloween.
of the screen, you can see
Oh
the
my
reflection
God.
of what appears to be 1 or 2 sets of eyes as he
No.
pans his flashlight over them.
No.
Although there are many animals with eyes that reflect light at night, based on the fiery white color of the reflection, it's very likely that Jason was being observed by wolves or coyotes. Dog's eyes will also give off a white reflection, but considering that it was around 1 a.m. when this happened, it's unlikely that a dog would be walking around in the mountains so close to his campsite. Coyote and wolf attacks on humans are rare, as both species tend to avoid human contact, but they can still become very aggressive if they feel threatened.
Don't listen to that. We have coyotes. I was leaving to take Winston to the vet a couple weeks ago at 8 in the morning, and there's a coyote hauling ass up the street in the bike lane going back towards the mountain. And I'm like, oh, did you wake up late from the party, my guy? Just hauling ass. I mean, it's like suburban where I live. There's a 4-lane road, a 2-lane side street. It's populated, it's busy, it's loud, and the coyotes will be on the other side of my fence.
Oh, same. I've been at work and like been out on a smoke break, and there's a coyote just like walking 10
Yeah.
feet away from me. Ever since
what else?
COVID, when the cities got like real empty and quiet, they're just like, all right, we're taking over, bitches. And they just came into the
Yeah.
city and they do not care. They're everywhere.
Yeah, and we keep encroaching on their land. Like here in Nevada, we keep building farther and farther up in the foothills, and it's just people forget. Like I'm like 2 to 5 minutes from a ridge, and over that ridge is just open land. So, and those coyotes cover miles in a day. So when it's quiet at night, it's nothing for them to come 5 miles into town. And then all my neighbors are like, oh, my indoor outdoor cat is missing. And I'm like, your
Ugh.
indoor outdoor cat was dinner. Keep your
I
pets
know.
inside.
I know. People with their fucking outdoor cats.
Oh,
No, it
God.
happens here too. Like I live in the middle of the prairie, like a big city in the middle of the prairies. So yes, there's wildlife that like we have moose running through the cities once in a while.
Oh, moose will
It's a
kill
whole
you.
thing. Yeah, moose are scared. They're huge.
Oh, yeah,
But-
they are.
Yeah, people just let their cats out. Well, they need to be free. Okay, well, they're going to be dead. So I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Diff, knees weak, mom spaghetti. You know how much I hate the woods, Diff. Diff got to come in here and give me a hard time. I love you.
Hi, Diff.
Diff is like, I'm in November, bitch. Diff lives in the future. It is. It's November 1st for her.
Oh, yeah.
It's Christmas. Christmas starts in 4 hours, bitches.
Especially if they have pups nearby. If this were the case, Jason would be in grave danger, but chillingly, he doesn't even seem to notice the eyes watching him as he scans the area with his flashlight. Luckily, he went back to his tent and slept safely through the night. When he woke up the next morning, he recorded another update for his viewers, but he never mentioned the eyes that his camera had captured the night before, suggesting he might have never noticed. After this video, there were no additional updates on the incident.
It's just going to get worse, isn't
In
it?
2021, YouTuber Matt Field spent the night in a dark cave in the middle of nowhere in Australia after his friend told him about an unsettling experience he had in that cave and dared him to spend the night there alone. Matt's channel is a bit more extreme than other outdoor exploration channels, and his videos often feature him leaving civilization behind and going to remote locations for days, living only off the fish he catches and the animals he hunts. In the video, he mentions that he didn't bring any water to the trip, hoping to find water to drink in the cave. After about 4 hours of walking, he finally finds the cave and climbs down the man-made ladder inside. Venturing deeper inside the cave, Matt crawls into the different holes he finds to see if any of them lead anywhere. Around this time, he started hearing a couple of rocks falling near the entrance and the sound of some sort of animal walking around. At one point in the video, he mentions he feels like he's being watched, and things get a little more disturbing at around 11 p.m. when he begins to eat his baked beans for dinner.
That is beautiful. Baked beans in a haunted cave. Oh my God. That was the sound. That is the sound. Did you hear that? Look at my arms. I got full goosebumps. It's the chains moving when I climb down the ladder. It's a big, heavy, thick chain. Wind can't move that. Holy.
When Matt recorded this video, it wasn't a windy night at
Did I mention I also hate the thought of caves?
Oh, you don't want to go spelunking? Have you ever seen the movie The Descent?
I was just going to bring that up. You know the scene when she's standing, I don't want to give it away, no spoilers. I fucking hated that movie. I hate caves. I'm not like I'm okay in elevators, MRI machines. If I can't move my arms, I would rather be stuck like waist deep in something that I can't move my legs, but I can move my arms. If the thought of being, I can't.
Yeah. I know. That was like scarier than the monsters in that movie. It's being stuck in tight crevices and you're fucked. You can't see
why?
much.
Why?
The Descent.
Why would you? Yeah. Why would you want to do that? Why? Why do people think this is fun? I don't I'm like, let's go to a movie and get some nachos, extra cheese and jalapenos. That's my idea of a good goddamn time. Not this shit. Brain tumors. It's got to be brain tumors. I don't know. Oh my God. Oh, okay. I hate caves. I hate the forest. This is hitting on everything I hate. I'm so glad I picked it.
all, and the fact that the chain is moving can only mean that there's someone or something down there with him.
That chain moved just then. It is 100% now. I heard it before. I'm 100% certain it's the chain that I walked in, that you climbed down into this cave on. It's moving. Now, you can't move that chain with wind. It's way too heavy. There is no wind coming in here. There's no wind even for... Holy...
Jesus Christ. No. Sir.
Oh, God. Look,
Oh, hell yeah.
you must have heard that just then.
I did.
Look at my arms, dude. Oh, this is fucked. Okay. Well, I've got my backpack back on, and I'm booting on out of here. I just heard a sound. It's not normal. It's definitely not a normal sound, and I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably about 2.5 hours after I checked in with you guys, so it would be around 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, and that sound was not normal.
Shit, he's scared.
I'm getting out of here.
After the creepy noises subside, he changes his mind about leaving the cave and decides to spend the rest of the night near the entrance. A couple of hours later, he reported hearing hissing sounds that sounded like human voices, but after walking around the cave, he couldn't find...
Demons. It's demons.
Maybe it's snakes.
Demons. It's demons. I mean, listen, Australia is fucking wild. You know, they're just like, oh, look, a spider that's like 2 feet across. That's normal. We'll just escort it outside. Oh, although I do like the flying fruit bats. A lot of people think they're scary because they're huge.
I love
and I'm like,
bats.
they're the big ass ones. Like the big fucking ones, they just eat fruit. They're just flying fruit puppies.
Oh, bats are cute.
I know. The kangaroos. I'm sorry. I don't remember kangaroos being this muscular.
I know. Do they like just
Is that
they
like a
pump
Mandela
iron like
effect?
motherfuckers? Like apparently.
And they're just, you know, and they'll just walk right up to you and like punch you in the face. I don't. What happened to the kangaroos? Damn.
Anything that could be making those noises. Aside from big animals, the worst thing that could have happened to Matt is to have come across a hostile squatter living in the cave, although it's unclear why anyone would want to live down there. Fortunately, he made his way out of the cave safely as soon as the sun rose, and never went back to that cave again.
It probably
Rhodey
was
is
just like a
channel
homeless
dedicated to
person. Sorry. It probably was just like a homeless person, and like that's where he lives. And he was just going
Oh,
back down the chain ladder to his thing, and he hears someone else, and they're like, "Oh shit!" Like they're
why
probably
you in
just
my
as
cave?
scared of each other.
Or it was a kangaroo. That's like, this is my getaway from the missus. This is my man cave. Like literal. This is my kangaroo cave. I don't know. And I've watched so many videos because there's a lot of abandoned mines out here. Like there's signs everywhere when you like get off the main stretches of road. And they had to do this whole campaign because all the teenagers were like, let's go exploring in the abandoned caves. And like, it was real bad. Bad no things happened. Great places to dump bodies, though. People say.
Yeah,
I know nothing.
actually, like you watch true crime, right? You know, like the Susan Powder. No, not Powder. Shit. No, I can't think of her name. Never mind. The guy who killed his kids and his wife. I can't remember if it's in Nevada.
I
You know
think
what?
that
Never
was
mind.
Colorado.
Oh, okay.
I know the one you're talking about. The one that was like cheating on his wife and she was pregnant and he had 2 young daughters.
No, that's Chris Watts.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of someone else. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
It'll
If you
come to
think
me.
of it, yeah, let me know.
Grid living, in which the uploader usually posts videos about what life is like living out of his truck and
Powell.
traveling around the country.
Powell.
Yeah, Susan Powell.
Susan Powell.
I'll Google it. Sorry, you can hit play. I'm gonna mute myself and Google it.
No, I'm writing it down because.
The videos are usually pretty cool, with an emphasis on the beauty of nature and independent living. But this particular video is a bit more disturbing than the rest. In December 2017, Rhodey uploaded footage of an incident that took place earlier that year while he was car camping in a parking lot. At around 1:30 a.m., a hooded man started walking around his truck and taking pictures of his license plates.
Ew.
Because the back of the truck where the uploader was sleeping was pretty much pitch black, the man probably didn't see anyone in there and continued to suspiciously walk around the truck for several minutes, unaware that he was being recorded. After a while, the man makes his way to the side of the truck and tries to shine the flashlight inside, which is when the uploader decides to take action to protect himself and let the man know he's there.
All you would hear would be racked already. All I would re-rack it. That's all you would hear is me racking the slide on my 9mm and saying, "Can I help you?" Finger on the trigger. Fuck that a shit.
Immediately after the uploader bangs his fist on the inside of the truck, the suspicious man runs away. It's unclear what exactly he planned to do, but based on his behavior, it couldn't have been anything good, and he was probably planning a carjacking. Fortunately, the uploader was able to get away safely and spend the night elsewhere. Gary and Amica are a father-daughter duo from Scotland.
I will say this. One thing I tell, especially young women, but anybody, be rude. Do you know how many tragedies have happened with people because they didn't want to be rude to some stranger or weirdo or even seemingly nice person coming up to them? Be
Yeah,
rude.
fuck
Tell them
politeness.
no. Yeah.
Fuck politeness.
Yep. The young girl at Starbucks went through on my way home and she's like, "We're going out." And I'm like, "Don't be afraid to be rude." And she's like, "I have 5 brothers. Trust me, I know." I'm like, "Good for you. Be rude. When someone comes up to you at a parking lot and at 2 in the morning offering to repaint your car, be rude.
Yeah, or just act real crazy and try to scare them off. Like,
Yeah,
bitch, I'm
and
just as insane
make
as
eye
you are. So,
contact. Make eye contact. Again, keep in mind, I grew up in Chicago in some bad neighborhoods in the 80s and 90s. Make eye contact. If you act all scared and, oh, I just, no, turn around and look that motherfucker in the eye and be like, hi, how are you? Change the direction you're walking, going, whatever. Like, don't ever be afraid to ask if you're leaving a restaurant or a store. If you see other people walking out, hey, this guy's looking at me. It's weird. Do you mind if I walk out with you guys? Most people are going to be like, yeah, sure. We'll walk you to your car. Ask an employee to escort you out. If you're by yourself, turn around and make direct eye contact with that motherfucker and have some sort, whatever your laws allow, whatever you are capable of and comfortable with, have some protection on you. I am strapped up
yeah, and
anytime
lock
I
your
go out.
car door. Lock your car door the second you get
Yeah.
inside. Doesn't matter where you are, what time of day it is. Lock your
Yes.
car door the second you get in there.
Yes. Yep. And your front door. And have your keys ready to go. You know,
Yeah.
the little things, little things. And it's sad that that's the day and age we live in, but that's the reality of it. And just do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. Ooh.
Scotland who make videos about their travels around Europe in their camper van. The videos are usually pretty wholesome and entertaining, but in this particular video, Gary and Amica had a pretty disturbing encounter. This footage was uploaded in March of 2023 during a trip to Tensmuir Forest in North Fife, Scotland.
Oh.
As they were walking through the woods, Amica told her dad she heard voices somewhere near them, and after searching for a while, this is what they found.
We just stopped and had a look in these woods. Look at how scary that is. Put the torch on. Here's even one on the ladders.
Oh, there's someone lying on the ground.
Oh, that's
Falling
cool.
over. Look at the one on the ladders. Down the tree.
Oh God, oh God, oh look, it's two of the things I hate the most put to fucking together. Mannequins in the fucking forest. Why? Why?
I'm looking at that. I'm like, that's cool. Where is that? I want to go see it.
Boy, I sure hope there's one dressed up as a clown because that'd just be the fucking cherry on top. Why? I hate this.
Oh, I like it.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
I'm gonna pull a muscle in my asshole from it just going, just clenched. Bring it
That is
out.
neat.
I'm cracking walnuts, bitches. Oh my God, I hate this so bad. Oh,
What about the washing line over there to the left? Yeah, there. Keep it there.
no, why?
That is weird, isn't it?
One over there that isn't actually a person. There's a doggy.
In addition to dozens of creepy mannequins dressed up in costumes, they came across some pretty unsettling paintings hanging outside the little cabin in the middle of the woods. I did some research and found several other channels that featured the strange cabin, but the only information I could find was that the mannequins and paintings were probably set up there at some point in 2021. It's unknown what exactly the purpose of all this is, but whoever set it up clearly went through a lot of trouble to make it as creepy as possible. As Gary and Amica make their way out of the woods, a car starts to approach them from the other side, and Gary starts to get a little freaked out. Fortunately, they were able to make it back to the van without having to cross the car's path. As of this video's upload, there have been no further updates on the creepy discovery. In 2018, a YouTuber named John uploaded this video to his channel Lost Lakes, in which he posts about his backcountry camping adventures in Canada. The video was taken at around 3:30 a.m. at a remote location.
Oh, it's Canada, eh? Don't you know? Don't ya know?
What's this all about?
What's this all about? What are you doing with my maple syrup, eh? Gonna send my moose after ya, yeah? Sorry, so sorry, but sorry.
Sorry.
That's my favorite thing you say. I'm so sorry about it. It's just the way you say it. I'm so sorry about it. It's just the way it is. I'm so sorry about it. I need
Thanks.
that on merch.
Not gonna happen.
I know. I'll go to like Michael's Crafts and get those iron-on letters and make my own ghetto Garby merch. It'll
That's fine.
happen. Just you watch.
You're my biggest fan.
West of Chippewa and Tam.
I am. Garby's #1 simp. Hey.
Hashtag no toenails.
No, Garby's got no toenails. None. I'm gonna send her press-on toenails, and she can just stick them to her fucking toes.
My nubs.
Your nubs, your nubbins. Aw, we love Garby's nubbins.
Where, according to John, there was no cell phone signal.
Well, I am living every solo camper's nightmare right now. There appears to be an animal of some kind pacing around my tent. It's the middle of the night. And then around 3:30, I started to hear this pacing sound. And 45 minutes later, it's still pacing around out there.
Considering he was camping in a remote location in the black bear capital of the world, it's very likely that there was a bear or some other large animal outside the tent. Although it's rare for bears to attack campers, it has been known to happen. Other animals such as moose or wildcats can also pose a threat to campers if they ever feel threatened or provoked, and in those cases, a feeble camping tent won't offer a lot of protection against an angry 600-pound animal. It's much more common for people to be harassed by other people than by animals, but in this case, the footsteps don't sound very human. To maintain sanity, John shows his viewers the things he brought along on his camping trip to protect himself against animals, which include a hatchet, bear spray, and an air horn. Near the end of the video, he mentions his car is right outside the tent, but he can't find his key and probably left it in the car.
Oh my
But
god.
in the end, he slept through the night safely. He never found out what exactly was walking around his tent that night.
Nah, that's nothing.
Most
I was
camper-
camping in Jasper, and I was sleeping in the tent in the middle. I was having a nap in the middle of the day, and a little
That's
tiny black
disgusting.
bear ran
Oh.
across and swiped the tent
Oh,
and woke me up. So if there's a baby black bear, there's gonna
Yeah.
be a mother somewhere around.
well.
But you have
and-
you've got what are they called? The parks people. They were all around.
Yeah. Jasper is my pitbull's name, fun fact. And my understanding, because again, I'm near the base of Tahoe and there's bears up there. And they tell you, if you're going to go hiking, especially during this time of year where they're gearing up for hibernation, or in the spring, summer when all the babies are fresh and new, to be loud, make sure, put something on your pack or whatever, bells, so that the mama bears with the babies can hear you coming and run off. Because my understanding is that most bear attacks that happen are because people are just walking along, happen upon a mama bear with her cubs, and she goes into "I'm gonna fuck you up" mode. And it's just happenstance. It's not because they're bloodthirsty. Although up here, people are let's build our $2 million house in the middle of the forest surrounding Lake Tahoe because it's beautiful. And then bitch and complain that the bears are breaking into our garbage, our dumpsters, and our homes because they could smell the food and are like, bitch, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And then the bear gets put down. And it's fucking infuriating.
That's awful.
It is. Because I'm if somebody moved into the middle of your living room and was like, damn, that fried chicken smells delicious. Humans are dumb. Humans are the dumb ones.
Yep.
Hey, Bill, how you doing? Boobies.
Others will say they're more afraid of running into ill-intentioned people rather than aggressive animals on their camping trips, and this footage is the perfect example of why. Love Sundays is a channel run by a man named Sean who uploads videos of his solo camping adventures in the UK. In a video he uploaded in September 2022, he shows what happened one night when he camped on the side of the road in Cornwall. Technically, he wasn't supposed to be camping there due to parking regulations, so he made every effort possible to make it seem less obvious that he would be spending the night on the side of the road. Before the sun sets, he goes into his van and starts making dinner, making as little noise as possible to avoid unwanted attention. At around 9 p.m., he turns off the lights and goes to bed. Everything seems to be going just fine, but at around 2 a.m., Sean's night takes a pretty unsettling turn.
No.
I just heard something outside.
Stop.
Okay, I think they've gone. They literally tried to get in the van. It wasn't just a knocking, they were trying the handle.
Yeah, because I think if that was a police officer, they'd be much more forward, announce it was the popos. I don't know. It's like uh, The Walking Dead is one of my favorite TV shows, not just because I love zombie stuff, but I like especially how the show went along. The zombies were just an obstacle. The actual monsters and what you had to fear were other humans.
Yeah, I gave up on this season where the guy showed up with like a tiger. I was like, all right, this is too much.
After Glenn, I never watched again. That episode traumatized. It traumatized me, and I never watched it again. Didn't realize how attached I was to that character, and I was just like, nope, okay, I'm done. Oh.
It's not uncommon for solo campers to be asked to move somewhere else in the middle of the night, especially when you're parked somewhere where you're not supposed to be. But in this case, it's highly unlikely that this was a police officer or some other person with the authority to tell him to move, as in these cases, they would almost always knock first and announce themselves verbally. Once they have your attention, they'll ask you to leave, but they won't just walk up to a van on the side of the road and start trying the door handle without announcing their intentions. It's much more likely that someone was trying to break into Sean's van. Luckily, whoever was trying to break in left after only a few seconds, and Sean wasn't bothered by them again. These kinds of encounters can be extremely disturbing, but luckily Sean woke up the next morning unharmed and was on his way to his next destination shortly after.
It's like Cornwall, England?
Yeah, I believe so. Oh, there's this one. Oh, great. More camping encounters. Do we want to watch this one, or do we want to... Let's watch this one and then... Or are you going to go live?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No,
You don't want to...
I'm mentally drained after today.
Girl.
This is like my escape. So.
Aw. Yeah, I tend to keep it pretty chill over here. Like, I'd rather have a small crowd and just, like, chill, whatever, than do the drama all the time and have more viewers. It's not worth the mental and emotional drain on you. And, like, it really does, like, it drains you. Like, it drains your life force, and I can't do it. All right, we'll watch some of this, and then we'll wrap up soon.
All right.
In April of 2020, a kid named Noah decided to go truck camping in the forests of Sun River, Oregon. He was driving down the road when he thought he found a good spot and drove deep into the forest with his truck. His first night there, he was woken up to sounds outside. As he continued listening, he realized they were footprints, and from the pattern assumed it was a person. He grabbed his nearby GoPro and started filming.
I'm currently sleeping in the back of my truck right now. I don't even know what time it is. And there's someone walking around my truck right now. If you can hear that, it's pretty loud. He's been walking around for like 20 minutes already. I don't really know what to do. I'm a little freaked out right now. And it's like pitch black outside. outside, and like this doesn't make any sense because I parked somewhere where you couldn't see. No one was on that road. Wait, he's touching my truck. How am I supposed to get him away? He's literally knocking. He's literally knocking on my truck.
No.
The canopy, the back door's locked. I can never get forever. I don't think he knows that there's anyone in here.
Pause.
I hate that.
I got a dip out of this one. I cannot stand the sound of people whispering. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Okay.
It is. No, you can play it. I'm just gonna not listen to it. I don't know.
No,
For some
I
reason,
don't
the
like
sound
it
of people the sound of people whispering is like imagining someone chewing on tinfoil. It's just
No,
like
it's the same for me. I'm glad we both have that aversion. So anything we watch, and it's the whispering he was doing.
Yeah, it's just like, oh,
Like the guy in the
ugh.
cave, I can handle. This,
Yeah, that's like
that,
quietly talking. This is like
yeah.
the whispering. Just
The mic is in his fucking mouth, and I can
ugh.
see what you ate for dinner 2 days ago, sir.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. We agree.
Yes,
Okay.
no, that's why I'm like, we can fast forward. I was holding on for you, girl, but if you're like, nope, can't do it, I'm right there
Like
with
the first time, the whole night. Pause, please. I can't do it. Oh, okay, good.
For someone to even have been out there in the first place at that time of night is extremely odd. And it couldn't have been a police officer or anything because no one identified.
Oh, at least he didn't draw a dick in the dirt. I mean, I guess, but that pounding, that wasn't like, hello, is someone in there? Are you okay? It was like boom, boom. But that's no, I don't want to
Damn.
be your friend.
Identified themselves. The person didn't even have a light, and this was in the middle of a pitch-black forest. No one ever posted an update on the situation, suggesting that he never found out who was outside his truck that night. Kyle Berg.
Oh, hold on, let me address. Bill, yeah, I do wish it wasn't constant drama and could just walk in and talk with others without others taking offense or sides or whatever. Those annoy me especially constantly. Yeah, listen, my chat's always been a place where everyone's welcome. I will have people in my chat that fucking hate each other, but my rule is don't eat your beef at my table, right? Like don't come in and fight with other people in my chat. Like do it in somewhere else. The usual chat rules, no slurs, don't, whatever, blah blah blah. But overall, everyone always has been and always will be welcome here because I'm so tired. I'm so tired of I can't let this person in my chat because they're affiliated with this group and that's not allowed. And it's like, not allowed by who? By me. I allow it. Because last time I checked, this is my channel and I do my own thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm done with it. And I understand some people, it's a bad look, blah, 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 whatever. I like to do streams where I talk about fun stuff or whatever, and everyone can come in and hang out, have a good time, joke around, have fun, talk about weird shit, foodie, picking something out of her fupa and smelling it, whatever the case may be. So, yeah, I get what you're saying. And I also have bad misophonia too. Mouth sounds. Like when you can hear the moisture in somebody's mouth or that it's dry. I can't do it. The weird whispering, I can't do eating sounds. That's why when I cover Chantel weekly, it'll be through clip channels because all she's doing is shoving Burger King in her face. I can't handle the chewing. It's a lot. So, but no, you're welcome to be here. And, I don't care anymore. I'm so tired of it. And people that I'm expected to have this like weird expectation of loyalty to. Don't give two shits about me. So fuck them. I do whatever I want. I am on my own in my own shitty little corner. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Guest was on an early morning jog on a trail in Provo, Utah, when he thought he saw a baby bobcat on the trail up ahead of him. He immediately pulled out his phone and started recording. But it wasn't a bobcat, rather it was a baby cougar. The video then shows the mother cougar coming into view.
Oh, hell no.
Dude, not the babies.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. This is nope. Don't turn your back.
That's terrifying.
No! Get the away! Get the away!
Because that animal is running on protective instincts. I need to feed me and my baby. And that animal is running on pure instinct. And you're in the middle of fucking nowhere. This shit, again, happens out to where I live. People are like, oh, let's go hiking. And, then they get attacked by, we've got mountain lions and shit out here. Oof. And that thing doesn't give a shit. That thing is like, you're trying to hurt my baby or we're hungry and we're going to eat you. But he's smart.
Does look skinny.
He's not. Most people, their first instinct would be to turn their back and run, and that would have been his death. The only reason he lived is because he did not turn his back and run.
Go! 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 No! No! Go away! Go away! Please go away! Oh! Oh! Nice and slow. Come on! Ah!
That poor guy.
No!
Kyle is left in a standoff with the cougar as he slowly backs away, trying to scare it off with loud noises. But the cougar continues to follow him, and at times even lunges at him. At one point, Kyle turns his head away from the animal so as not to trip as he's backing up. This prompts the cougar to try and attack, getting within only feet of him.
See?
Go away! No!
See?
Taste, dude. Trying to attack.
Why does he not have a firearm?
Maybe he's in Canada.
No, he's in Provo.
No, we do have
Utah.
guns. Oh, okay. Like, we do have guns here, but I think I know, like, maybe 3 people in my life that actually have guns. It's just not a thing here. It's weird, but...
Yeah, most people I know that have guns in Canada, it's for, like, hunting or they
yeah,
live out.
100%.
They're like, I am 30 miles from the nearest whatever. My nearest neighbor is like 50 miles away, and when I go out to tend my livestock or whatever, it's like when you live. What's that one lady I watch? She's got Grim. Her dog lives up like at the North Pole, and when they go out, they have to have a rifle because of polar bears and shit. Yeah. I think if you're going to go, especially if you're by yourself, you probably won't have cell service, and there's wild animals running about, have a firearm. I'm sorry, I'm an American. I love my guns.
No, I've been hiking. I've gone hiking in like the Mounties and stuff, and like I've never had a weapon, nothing. I just hope for the best.
Oh my
Maybe I'll just
God.
grab a big rock and I don't know.
I'm hoping for the best with a full mag and 3 backups. That's what I'm doing, because I also know I cannot run.
No, I went hiking with like my ex-husband years and years ago, and all of a sudden he's just like, walk a little bit faster, don't run,
no.
but just walk a little bit faster. I was
don't
like,
panic.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
because
God.
there was a fucking bear a few feet away from us. I'm just like,
Oh my God.
obviously I'm alive, so it's fine, but
Yeah, obviously it turned out. Well, is that what happened to your toenails?
yes.
The bear.
The bear got my toenails.
Okay,
That's the story.
I thought it was either an industrial accident or an encounter with a wild animal. I figured it was one of the two. They got your toenails, girl.
That damn bear. Yeah.
No.
You guys look away from you. Dude. No, go away. Go away. No.
Jesus fucking. Oh, my butthole.
No.
Oh my god, my asshole. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, get away from me. Face.
He was smart. This kid was so smart. Because I'm sure all of a sudden the puma's like, oh, I'm too far away from my baby. I need to get back. And that's probably the only reason it turned around and hauled ass the other way.
Yeah, I have seen that video before, so, but it's that kind of shit terrifying.
So what do you think is worse? What do you guys think is worse? Would you rather deal with something like this, a person, an animal, you know where and what it is, or is like fear of the unknown worse? It's dark. I don't know what is making that sound. I don't know what their intention is or where they're at. Like, which one would you rather deal with?
It's a good question. Well, probably the unknown.
You'd rather deal with the unknown?
No, I'd be more scared of the unknown.
Oh, okay. I was like, girl.
No.
No, yeah, because then at least you're like, all right, I'm dealing with this like big ass black bear that's got 4 cubs and is real hungry and wants to eat me because I wasn't loud enough and stumbled upon it. Oh, that boobies. Booby says I'm throwing hands regardless, but if I don't know, fuck that. Oh, I think like gore in horror movies doesn't always. I'm like, if you fuck with like hands or like eyes or teeth, it freaks me out.
Ooh, yeah.
But I love a psychological horror movie or thriller where it's like that fear of the unknown. You know something is there and it's not bringing you Girl Scout cookies, but you don't know what it is. Like that freaks me out. Fear of the unknown. Nope.
Oh, have you ever watched the movie Backcountry?
I don't think I have. It sounds kind of familiar though.
Yeah, it's a couple that go hiking in like a remote place. And there's one scene with a bear attack, and I don't want to spoil it, but I'm just going to say it's the most realistic bear attack I've ever seen in a movie.
Is it like The Revenant?
It's worse.
Oh, jeez. Oh. Well, there was that documentary of that guy.
Oh, the
that
grizzly
was, like,
man.
Yeah, live with the bears and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it all got caught on video, but they just played the audio.
No, they don't. No, they don't play the audio. No one's ever heard the audio except for like a handful of people, I think.
Oh shit!
They destroyed it. They destroyed the tapes.
Yeah, because you can hear this bear is like. I don't even want to imagine what that sounded like.
Yeah, I've watched a couple documentaries on that guy. It's so weird because he did he filmed all that shit. He wasn't publishing it anywhere. He wasn't streaming it to anywhere. He was just recording himself for, I don't know. But he would like do multiple takes to get it right, but he wasn't showing it to anybody. They only came out after he died, and they got them all together for the documentary. It's just wild.
Well, maybe he was planning on doing a documentary in the future. Like, hey, I have all of this footage and, edit it together and try to, like, get it distributed. Or maybe he just, working with animals like that, you have to know that some shit's going to go sideways sooner or later. Because animals, I even dogs, right? I never fully. There's always that half a percentage I will never fully trust my dogs because as trained as they are, as bonded, as much as we love each other, they're still dogs. And
And you have a pit bull, right?
yeah, but pit bulls are big babies. Pit bulls were nanny dogs.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, there's been stories of pit bulls that were raised from puppies and like they were the sweetest thing ever, and all of a sudden, like their
Mm.
instincts kick in one day, something
Yeah.
flips a switch on them, and they attack their
Hmm.
owner and rip their face off. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. All kinds of dogs. And like if your dog is hurt and you go to help it, it's going to bite you. It's just how dogs work. But as far as like, yeah, turning, and that's why when I got Jasper, I'm like, you're a pit bull and you're a male. You have two strikes against you. And I spent hundreds of hours and probably thousands of dollars training him. He's still an asshole because he is forever a teenage boy. He just lays there. I'm like, Jasper, you got to get up and go pee. He just lays there on his bed and looks at me like, ugh, I don't want to get up. I'll just pee in the house later. I'm like, no, get up and go outside. Like, he's a jerk, but I love him. But yeah, no, even my Shih Tzu, the Chihuahua's crazy, whatever. There's always that minute percentage and you never fully should ever trust any dog 100% or bird or I mean, cats are assholes, love them, but they're jerks. Look
no,
at
I've had
what was
my own
it.
cat attack me before.
Yeah, Siegfried
Because I
and
was,
Roy.
yeah, I was moving in with an ex of mine, and then he had other cats, and my cat, like, would attack me because she was so fucking pissed off about everything. Like, charge at me. This
Hmm.
cat that I had had since she was a kitten. It's
Yeah.
like, holy hell.
Oh, this looks fun. Okay, we'll watch this one and then we'll wrap up because my back's starting to hurt. So
All right, I'll shut up.
no, you're good. You're good. Stop. You make me feel me
Were described as what sounded like eerie laughter. It was loud and echoed throughout the nearby area.
Oh, so let's go
One of
look.
the residents that heard the sounds went outside to where they seemed to be coming from and started recording.
Mm, that is an animal, or it's some asshole that's like, I'm gonna go sit in the middle of the fucking woods and play this sound real, real loud. That's some sort of like a bird, I
Yeah,
think.
where is this?
I don't know.
Have you seen that bird that can mimic so many different sounds? Like, they can do,
Oh,
like, machine gun sounds and, like, lasers.
yeah. I think a
I can't
magpie.
remember what they're called, but no, it's not a magpie. Like, it's,
Uh,
I can't remember where they are, but
no, I've
this
seen them.
bird can do, like, yeah, laser sounds and, like, faking baby cries and just all
Oh,
kinds. It's Birds are so creepy. Birds are the creepiest animals because not only are they descendants of dinosaurs, they
mhm,
can mimic people's speech. Like, it's
mhm. Oh
ugh.
yeah, we're assholes. We're assholes. I just pretend to be a nice person. I'm really not. Oh no, birds make the weirdest sounds. Usually, most sounds that people hear that think that's like a demon or a skinwalker is going to be a bird. They're
No,
jerks.
Booby is not an no, not a African gray.
Yeah.
You can hit play. I'm gonna look up this freaking bird. It's
Oh,
in.
there's that video of that guy. He's like out in his driveway working on his car, and you can just hear it sounds like a woman screaming like, help me," and the cops show up and he's like, it's my bird, and they're like, you're, and there's like 6 8 police officers, and he's like, no, hold on. He goes back
Yeah,
through
I've
his
seen
gate
that.
and brings out his like big fucking macaw or whatever, and the bird's like, ha ha, help me, fuck you, and he's like, it's my bird. I can't.
Oh, Diff says it's the liar burb.
The lyre burb.
Liar burb.
It's the ultimate mimic. Ooh, you want to look that up?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on, let me.
Double check. Yeah, that's the one. Those things are crazy.
All right, hold on. Oh wait. Well, why am I doing that? Let me just go to. Jeez, I know what I'm doing. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up on YouTube. Liar bird. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, okay. Share this tab instead. Can we see? Yes, he's good. I share. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And that's a car alarm.
That's great. Oh no.
Isn't that crazy? And they can
It is.
mimic babies crying and all kinds of stuff.
No sunblock. That's wow. Animals are wild, man. Sometimes I'm like, if I had 3 wishes, I'd want to be able to like talk to Winston for a day. 'Cause I just want to know what he's thinking. I need to know what's going on in his little brain.
He's probably thinking about cheese. Like every other dog. It's just cheese all the time.
So we make our dog's food and like we sprinkle a little bit of grated cheese in there. So I got tired of grating it and I got that cheese grater that like suctions to the counter and it's
Yeah.
like you crank it around. That thing, it's one of my favorite Amazon purchases of all time. I fucking love that cheese grater. Mama Burp calls it the magic cheese wheel. It's just boop boop cheese. It's fan fucking tastic.
I just buy shredded cheese because I'm lazy. I just stopped topping my dog's food with cheese because he's getting very round.
Oh,
So,
he's getting chunky. Oh, look, us getting chunky. Yeah, we grate our own cheese because
but I
it's
do make
better
his
for you.
own. I make his food because he won't eat dog
Yep,
food.
yep. Same with our little ones. We do ground turkey, rice because it helps make it that pate. Spinach, mixed veggies, um, water. I'll put like a fourth of a teaspoon of chicken bouillon in it just to like help the flavor, but you got to watch the sodium. And then they get a multivitamin and they're great. They're like, what do people in the vets? Oh my god, what do you think dogs ate before commercialized dog food? And it's not.
Yeah, they didn't get like cans of Purina back in the day.
Yeah, and that
Come
shit's
on.
not necessarily good for them. It's got preservatives and chemical, vitamins, and it's just bleh. Like,
Yeah, no, I
granted,
make my. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
No, I've been cooking my dog's food for years, and all his blood work comes back perfect. Like he's fine.
Yeah, yeah, same. Yeah, the little ones have better like liver and levels and like all their levels and stuff come back better because Jasper still gets kibble because he's the big guy, and so he supplements with kibble, and the little ones free feed kibble. It's there if they want it, but they get their little treats. But it's so annoying because we've had veterinarians scoff at us and then want us to add all of these supplements to it. And it's like, they're fine. They get a multivitamin, and Roxy, she's so picky. She is the worst at having to give any supplement or medication to. It's just whatever. Of course, she has Cushing's, and the treatment for Cushing's is like human grade radiation, and we refused to do that. And mom found this like homeopathic treatment, and we took her for a blood test, and her levels were so good. They're like, "What are you doing?" And we told them, and they were amazed. And it's like, yeah, no, that stuff's not always good. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for doing a stream with me.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And I went up on Garby's last night, so if you missed that, I like to get spicy when I'm a little more laid back, and my, my lips are a little looser when I go on Garby's channel.
Yeah,
That sounds wrong.
my channel's a little bit more like fight. But now I gotta be a
Yeah.
little more careful from now on with my streams. But
I know
just
there's
about
gonna be
certain
me in
things.
chat. I'll be like, make good choices, Garby. She'll be like, shut the fuck up, Raven. You're too anal retentive.
No, just about certain things I need to be a little bit more careful, and that's fine. You can still
Yeah. It's all about the long game. You're playing the long game. That's all. That's all. All right. Well, have a good night. Remember, tomorrow's November 1st. Christmas starts tomorrow, just so everyone's aware. American Thanksgiving is coming up. It's going to be great.
Oh yeah. We had ours like a month ago or something.
Yeah, and I want to try again. Want to try and do members only because I'm like so far behind on those. November 11th, probably later in the evening, I'll be doing my annual Veterans Day stream with Chef Maiku. And yeah, I'll be catching up on Chantel. I'll be around. I'm gonna get back on streaming a couple times a week, So please make sure you show up, like the stream, all that fun stuff. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm gonna go.
It's okay. Me too.
All right. Have a good night. I'll see you guys. Goodbye. Okay, bye.
Bye.